If you've ever thrown away a cup pan bucket or tool just because the handle broke, this repair may change your mind. Today, I'm going to show you a simple fix you can do at home using discarded materials most people would throw away. Here is the first piece, an old spark plug. It looks useless, but it can still help us hold and guide the hot tip. What part of this old spark plug do you think we can still use? Before the spark plug can do anything, we need the real heating tip. For that use, an old zinc-carbon battery only. Do not open lithium batteries, swollen batteries, leaking batteries, or anything that smells strange. Wear gloves, wear safety glasses, and work in a ventilated area. Use pliers to peel the outer layer slowly. Go one layer at a time until the core is exposed. Dead batteries are bad for the environment, so recovering useful material from one small cell is a good reminder that trash often hides something valuable. Remove the plastic cap around the core, then pull out the carbon rod inside. This carbon rod is the part we need for the soldering tip. Next, peel off the zinc shell from the battery core. That zinc will decide whether the repair later works cleanly or fights us. Cut the zinc shell into small pieces and drop them into a glass jar. Add a small amount of toilet cleaner that contains hydrochloric acid. The reaction starts right away. Do not breathe. The fumes do not seal the jar and keep it far away from flame or sparks because hydrogen gas can form during this reaction. Do you know what zinc and hydrochloric acid can create for soldering? Keep that question in mind. We'll come back to it near the end. While that mixture reacts, clean the carbon rod with a paper towel. Clamp the rod into a cordless drill and touch the end against sandpaper. Let the drill spin slowly. This makes the tip more even and helps shape a clean point. A sharper carbon tip gives better control when we heat a small repair area. Now we need to connect the carbon rod to the spark plug. Prepare a small electrical terminal block and a short wire about 4 inches long. Remove one brass connector from the terminal block. Tighten one end onto the metal top of the spark plug. Strip both ends of the short wire with pliers. Connect one end to the top of the spark plug and the other end to the lower metal section at the back. This little bypass matters because the ceramic part of the spark plug is an insulator. Without this wire, the electrical path would not complete the way we need. Slide the carbon rod into the other side of the brass connector and tighten the screw. The rod should sit straight and firm. If it wiggles, the tip will be hard to control. The tool is almost ready, but it still needs a handle and an input wire. Connect a longer wire about 12 inches to the back metal section of the spark plug. Then prepare a piece of PVC pipe about 8 inches long. Drill one hole near one end of the pipe, feed the wire through that hole, and push the spark plug into the pipe opening. The hole and pipe help hold the spark plug in place, but do not let PVC get near the hot tip. It is only a handle, not a heat shield. Keep the hot area away from plastic, cloth, paper, gasoline, and anything that can burn. Connect the remaining input wire to an alligator clip. Prepare a 12-volt battery and connect the clips to the battery terminals. When the carbon tip touches the clip, sparks jump out fast. That tells us the current is flowing and the carbon tip can create heat. But sparks are not the final proof. The real test is whether this homemade tool can help repair the broken cup handle. Now let's answer the question from earlier. Zinc reacting with hydrochloric acid can create zinc chloride. In soldering, zinc chloride can act like a flux. It helps clean the metal surface so the solder can bond better. Have you ever repaired a broken handle instead of replacing the whole item? After cooling, the handle feels solid again. For a small repair like this, the homemade tool created enough heat to make the joint hold. It is not a replacement for a professional soldering station, and it should only be used carefully for small, controlled repairs. Brush a tiny amount of the solution onto the joint. Use only a small amount and keep it away from skin. Touch the carbon tip to the repair area in short pulses. Do not hold it in one spot too long. Think about how many household items get thrown away just because one handle bracket or small metal joint fails. A cup, a bucket, a pan, or a garden tool may still have life left if the broken part can be repaired safely. What would you try to fix first? A cup, a bucket, a pan, or a garden tool if you found this useful? Hit like, subscribe to Dan Fix, and tell me what broken household item you want to repair next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.